This lighting is not good. Hold up.
I've been feeling too small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall.
Better. Hello, my name is Chloe, which you maybe already know because it's in the title of my channel, but if you don't, that is my name. I hope you're having a beautiful day. This video is my return to YouTube after quite a long hiatus because life. But I am bloody stoked to be back here, and I am so excited to be bringing you a video every single week from now on. If there's ever a week where I don't post a video, you gotta come to my house and knock on my door and be like, hey Chloe, where's the video? You bloody slacker? Upload it now. Actually, please don't do that. That's gonna freak me out. But you won't need to, because from now on, video every week. How good. So today, because it's the start of the new financial year and I am a massive business nerd, I am going to be hooking you guys up with 3 things I wish I knew when I got into business, and 4 things that I did right and I reckon you should do too, because we are all about that positivity. I am vaguely qualified to make this video because I have 3 businesses under my belt. I'm not wearing a belt. Doesn't matter. 3 businesses. I have my candle business that I started when I was 19 years old in 2014. My mandala throws, which are a seasonal business I bring about every summer. And the one I spend the most time on at the moment, Chloe Jane Creative, which is where I do copywriting, content creation, and social strategy, amongst a bunch of other fun things. I don't have a business degree. I don't have any official qualifications. Well, I've got a couple, but I'm just a gal who's been in business for a little while who wants to share some of the things that she knows with you so you know them too. Let's get into it. Jazz hands. I've had so much coffee today. We're gonna start with 3 things I wish I knew when I first got into business, because they would have low-key saved me a lot of time and money and crying. Number 1, and this is so important, you do not have to be a certain type of person to have a business. Okay, so you gotta be the sort of person who wants to have a business, probably, but that's not what I'm talking about. A couple of years ago, when I was just starting to get super serious about the whole thing, I legit thought I had to wear like collared shirts, work dresses, looked very officey and corporate and professional. I would listen to all kinds of like how to be successful podcasts, and I would hashtag every single Instagram post with girl boss, hustle hard, etc, 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 just so people knew that I was making it. I look back on that now and I'm like, oh my god, that's insane. Running business means that you're a person who runs a business. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to talk a certain way. You don't have to be a certain way to be someone who runs their own business or enjoys running their own business or is good at running their own business. I kind of can't breathe in button-up shirts. So you may as well just be true to yourself from the get-go, and if people like it, awesome, and if people don't, and it's not going to make you any better or worse at running a business, because it's just got nothing to do with that. Point number 2, you gotta trust your gut when it comes to opportunities. When you're starting out a business, getting any opportunity is so exciting. It's like run around screaming, oh my god, they want my candles in their store. Hashtag girl boss. And I mean, that is such an exciting part of having a business. But if your tongue tells you something is not quite right, you better listen to it. I can think of 2 examples where this would have come in handy for me if I had just held up and listened for a second. The first was one of my first big stockists. They were based in the city. And you know those like businessy type people I was just talking about? They were them. So well put together, so many awards, so many accolades, like amazing. When I look back on it, the conditions to being sold in their store were kind of crazy. For starters, I was told that they would not be taking on any young girl who still went out and partied on a Saturday night. They would only pay you when it suited their accountant. So you might be waiting a week, you might be waiting a year, it just kind of depended, but you know, they were the ones with the experience. So, and they expected me to drop off my candles anytime that suited them, which meant a lot of crazy last minute dashes into the city. Long story short, I ended up getting $0 from them. I really should have noticed when their assistant seemed low-key terrified of them, but I didn't. I just felt lucky to be in their aura. The second opportunity that I should have just listened to my gut about, I'm still kind of salty in regards to trying to keep this short, sharp and shiny. ish. So I'll just say that a subscription box service asked me to provide 2,500 candles for their boxes. They promised me the world. They said that their boxes always sold out. They said that all of these influential people got their hands on them. They said that I would have so much social media exposure. It would blow my mind. So I read through their PDF, which was super fancy and shiny and sparkly and amazing. And when I got to the bit where it said I didn't have to pay any money, I just had to give them 2,500 candles for free, I was like, amazing! What a deal! How good! Check out this PDF! It's awesome! So I sent off the candles, which cost literally all of the savings I'd made in the business over the past 18 months. And I waited. And I waited. And I waited. Like, there were gonna be up to 2,500 posts on Instagram of my candles from all these fabulous people. I was so excited. And in the end, I saw 8 posts. A year later, I saw the creator of the box on a very prominent Australian television show made for blossoming entrepreneurs, and she got funded by one of my biggest business idols too. Maybe the PDFs impressed her as well. I don't know. The subscription box has been out of business for a little bit over a year now, and thankfully I had a couple of people contact me to ask me whether I thought my experience with them was worth it so I could save other businesses the same trouble I'd been through. So they went my savings and I kind of had to start from scratch. You live and you learn. Trust your gut. The third point is super quick, super important, kind of boring. Accounting software. Oh my god, I downloaded QuickBooks about 6 months ago. It cost me like $10.50 a month, I think. Don't quote me on that. It lets me invoice people direct from my account. It lets me see when people have viewed the invoice. You would be amazed at how many people reckon they haven't got it, and I'm like, I can see that you've opened it because it says it right there. And it lets you keep track of your profits and losses, which when you're starting out isn't necessarily a good thing. I'm probably pretty lucky that I didn't see what a struggle it was in those first few years, but handy all the same. Plus, your account's gonna give you a massive gold star when you rock up and you're like, this is what I've spent, this is what I've earned, happy days, how good, thank you very much. Every other time I've been to my accountant, I've been like, I don't know, let's do it together. And four things I did right, which I really recommend you do too. Start your pricing really low and then move up as you become well known. Honestly, I know you want to make money straight away, but the most important thing initially is building your brand. So start with really competitive pricing, just make sure you're breaking even and covering costs essentially, and then as you become better and better known, that's when you can start raising your prices. That's when it's going to be justifiable for people to pay more for your candles or your throws or your services or whatever, because you've got something to back you up. Surround yourself with supportive people. Okay, I guess not all of my friends were supportive at the get-go. You want to write full-time? What, Instagram's like a job now? But some of them are honestly just looking out for you. Yeah, but a website is really expensive, and I just think you need to make sure that you know what you're doing before you start. Once they're sure that you're doing okay, they are gonna be so on your team. The people that are genuinely not supportive aren't gonna say it outright because of themselves. So they might be the people who are like a little bit scared at the idea of doing something for themselves. They might be the type of people who aren't really your friends. You just maybe were like friends in high school and you're just still friends because you've always been friends, but you actually have nothing in common. Oh my god, why am I hanging out with you still? Or they might be the kind of people who just have some stuff going on and are gonna take it out on you. They're gonna be the ones who act like they're super stoked for you and then come out with gems such as, yeah, I mean, it just seems like running your business would just be so easy. Like literally all you do is just like get paid to make candles. My job at the supermarket is really challenging, and like I don't expect you to understand that because you just make candles, but seriously, it's like a whole other level. Bye! Being supportive doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna show up at every market or comment on every Facebook post or tell you that you're amazing all the time. Although that is pretty awesome. Surround yourself with supportive people, people who are on your level, people who are vibing the way you wanna vibe, because it is gonna make your life not only easier, but so much more fun. Also, when I say surround yourself with supportive people, that's not necessarily just people that you're sitting down and having a cuppa with. It can also include Facebook groups, online forums, family, friends, people that you text every now and then. Just in general, make sure that there are people who think the way that you think on your side. Number 3, work equals results. You're probably gonna have to get up at 5 a.m. some days to get shit done. You're gonna feel a little bit like you don't have a life left. I promise it's temporary, and I promise putting in the effort is gonna see results. Unless you're doing something crazy, like selling ice in Antarctica crazy. Apart from that, hard work, results, you'll be fine. Number 4. This one's kind of personal, but it's something that I swear by. I have never taken out a business loan. Honestly, I don't even like Afterpay. I don't like credit cards. We've got a home loan, but only because we don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars just lying around. In my personal opinion, having a loan hanging over your head means that you are going to be stressed as heck. You're going to always have that snapping at your heels, and while having a measure of accountability is pretty good, having one that means that you lose sleep at night. If you've got a really good business idea and you are looking to establish yourself and you can't afford it yet, then maybe look at a grant or something like that. The beauty of a grant means that you can have a plan, you can apply, you can get given the money if other people think it's a good idea too, which again is not necessarily a bad thing because it's kind of a reality check. And it means that you won't be thinking every day, oh my God, I need to make money or I will die. Okay, not die, but I'm pretty sure it would feel like you're gonna die because it's stressful. Anyway, they are the 3 things I wish I knew when I started my business and the 4 things that I did that I think will make your life easier too. Feel free to flick me a DM on Instagram. I'm always happy to answer any questions you may have. And I bring a kind of unique, happy mess, what the heck am I doing? Who knows, but it's kind of working perspective. Have a beautiful day. I will speak to you very soon. Thanks for watching. See, compared to my job at the cafe.
Take a trip to Mars, nothing can break me.